Welcome, everybody, to the 14th official translation program of the Diamond Cutter Classics translation team. We are super, super happy and honored to welcome you all here to our classes. Welcome, everybody, to the 14th official translation program of the Diamond Cutter Classics translation team.
It's Tim.
It's always all here to our classes.
Yeah, it was Tim.
Tim, are you trying to show me what I sound like so I shut up? Paulo was just thinking the same thing, apparently. It's always painful to hear your own voice on recording. So thank you all for joining. What we're doing here is historic. We're taking time to go through right now 10 important classic texts from the ALL database. We're working through them together, learning how to translate them from the original language into English and then into other modern languages. And we've been doing this for 4 years. It's proving incredibly fruitful as finally several books are being released, and we can look forward to quite a few this year. A few of us have had the pleasure of seeing, Geshe Michael's polished versions of several books in the last few days, and they're incredible. There's going to be an amazing meditation manual coming out this year that for those of you who are listening who are interested in meditating on emptiness, we're really lucky for what is about to be released. And then a lot of other things, a mind dome book. So all of you know this who are here, I think. And we're going to see the process of us translating the texts that are going to be coming out this year, next year, and for years to come. I think there's a couple books here that won't be released until the 2040s. So you can be part of a short or very long journey with us. And we're all super honored to have you with us. And listen as much as you can. Don't feel pressure to understand everything that's happening. Don't feel like you have to attend every class, unless of course you're one of the nuts. Don't feel like if you can just put it on in the background while you're washing the dishes, that's better than nothing at all, I think. But if you can pay attention and catch some of what we're doing here, it's really a wonderful thing. And I feel really lucky to be a part of it and to be working with my good friends here. And very grateful to Geshe Michael for arranging this in the first place and sharing what he spent so long and worked so hard to achieve. So we're really lucky to have you, Geshe Michael. We're really lucky to be learning the delicate and subtle art of translation from you. So yeah. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me or reach out to me. If you have technical or translation questions, talk to your translator or Tim. And we will be posting quizzes after each of our classes. And we will share the link here in the chat for where you can get the quizzes. And then the answers will be posted the next day. So 24 hours after, like my class, for example, or Seiji's class that's about to happen, he'll put a quiz in a folder that you guys will be able to access and do the quiz if you want. Okay, we're not grading you, but if you want to do the quiz to kind of help solidify your knowledge of the philosophy, then that's awesome. And then we'll go through the quiz and do the answers in his next class. And there will be yoga every day from 9:15 to 10:30 Arizona time. And there will be Q&A sessions every day starting tomorrow from 7 to 8 p.m. Arizona time. And I think that's all for logistics. Probably more stuff is going to come up. If you have questions, like I said, feel free to reach out to me. So it's 7:08. Let's get on with it. Are you ready to take the plane, boss?
Yep.
All right.
Thank you, Nick. I'm going to repeat exactly what Nick said. which is that we're making, after 4 years of hard work, we have a lot of books coming out, and I'll be showing you some of the books. And to me, it's like heaven. It's very, very exciting. It's just like Shenzong in his tower, and I know how he felt. I'm so proud of all of his team, and I'm very proud of the whole team, and I'm proud of everyone who's attending. And then I'd like to repeat what Nick said. I came to a big realization recently that when you understand something already, there's no purpose to go to that class, really. I think so. And that means that if you go to a class and you don't understand anything, you are learning the most possible. And I know it sounds funny, Allison is laughing, but I think it's really true. And I never understood that. But what I want to say is this material is very difficult, and it's hard to understand. And it will be easy for you to just close your, you know what I mean? Close your screen and say, that's all crazy stuff, I don't need that stuff, but you really do need that stuff. And, I have a few friends right now who are in the hospital dying. And it's too late for them. It's too late to give them anything. All I can do is sit there with them and talk, all I can do is give them some water or something. And you really need you need to do what you can do while you're still healthy and while you're still young enough to understand, because we're all going there. We're all heading for that place. So just try, okay? Just listen. And what Nick said, I think it's really a good strategy. And if you don't have time, or if it's too much to do, then just leave it on your computer or on your phone, and let it play while you're doing your other stuff, while you're cooking or cleaning or helping your kids or whatever you're doing. Just leave it on, and it will affect your mind. It will really affect your mind. So you don't have to sit here and stare at Seiji or Geshe Michael for the next hour, but just let it sink into your mind. And I have to say, I learn new things every day. And I was working on Utpala's text this couple of weeks, and it was blowing my mind because I was using it in my personal life, and it was working really, really well. And I gotta say, this stuff really works. So you just have to give it a chance. And for me, I really encourage all the translators to work really hard, because we don't have much time in this world. And if we don't leave something in this world for people, then there's nothing in this world. And it's just people are born and die, and that's all. And that nothing, there's no chance for them. So I really encourage the translators to work hard on your text. And I think at the end of your life, you'll say that was the meaningful thing you did. That was the good thing you did. So, and the world needs it. The world really needs it. And you have it, and it works. The stuff works. Okay. All right. So here we go. Our first text is Seiji's text. Let me share my screen. Seiji, are you awake or are you there?
Yes. Thanks, Geshe.
Okay, let me move you guys. All right. First, I'll do a little progress report, which I like to do for each different person's text. Let me make my cursor big. Okay. Oops. Oops. What happened? Hang on. Shoot. Hang on. Well, I can't reach it. Let me see. Here we go. There we go. Okay. And all right. You guys can see it okay, right?
Yep.
Okay. So here's a progress report. Seiji's text is roughly 200 pages, 211 pages. He has finished 153 pages. And he's running about 15 pages per term. And that means he can finish in exactly 1 year. And that book will be here's the book of the Diamond Cutter Sutra, and Seiji will be thicker than that, about 25% thicker than that. It'll be a big book, and it'll be a beautiful book about Seiji, do you want to introduce your book or just what it's about?
Yeah, sure. Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming. My book is, I would say two things about my book. One is that it's a lojong, so the main objective is to help us develop a strong, good heart. The second one is that it's a correlation book, meaning it tells you the exact causes of things that you see in your life, things that usually are not obvious. A lot of the things you can deduce logically, but there's a lot of things that their causes are not evident, at least not to me. For example, beauty comes from patience or things like that, or the virus comes from not respecting your pledges. So it's very useful for us to know how to solve the problems in our lives.
Cool. All right, so here we go. This is where we've reached. Seiji, do you want to start? Let's read this first sentence.
Okay. Dendrawe.
Who's going to check you? Ben Kramer likes to check you.
Okay. Tentrawe takta kompo chomparte te kompo chom parchepa po ni namjele kupang yomten sumte shepa taki dewar shekpa sangye chom dendete.
Okay, cool. What's dendra mean, you guys? Anybody?
Like before.
Yeah, like that. Doctor.
My eye?
View of a self.
View of the self. Kramer's got it right. To believe that you are coming from your own side. To believe the pen is coming from its own side. Okay, that's called doctor. See, the pen is coming from its own side. Gombo means do.
Demons?
Oh.
Demon. Nice. Oh, word, I missed you. My goal in this term is to not give you 1 penny. Okay. Chomba te papo. What's jom like dot chomba?
Destroy.
Yeah, and when you see papo, it's going to mean somebody who does something, okay? So here it means the guy who does the what?
Destroying demons?
Yeah, exactly. Who's going to destroy the demon of believing that the pen comes from its own side, or believing that the virus comes from its own side, or believing your wife comes from her own side when she's yelling at you? Okay. What's namdal, you guys?
Probably Tema Namjo.
Yeah, Tsamanamdo.
Yeah.
What's that, Nick?
Commentary on valid perception, Dharmakirti.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, good. Nowadays, I'm enjoying saying accurate perception. Okay. And then he quotes a single line, and it's Gyu Pang Yunten Sum Deshe. Okay, Gyu Pang Yunten Sum Deshe. Please repeat, everybody. Gyu Pang
Gupang.
Yunten Sum Deshe.
Asia.
So Deshe is Sugata, which means what?
The one gone to bliss.
Yeah, the one gone to bliss. It's a synonym for Buddha, right? Sugata. And then Gyu Pang means what?
Giving up the causes.
Gave up the causes of what? What do you guess, Nick?
Of suffering.
Yeah, good, exactly. And then Yin Den Sum means what?
3 qualities.
Weird, yeah.
Has 3 good
Three good
qualities.
Pipes.
So who can destroy the demon of thinking that the pen comes from its own side? Well, the Buddha did, and he gave up the cause, and he has the 3 qualities. Okay, and then he identifies and he says, "Oh, as that line is saying, Shepata, Dewa Shepa. Well, who's the Sugata here? It's the Buddha, Sangye. Chomdende, what's that, Seiji? Chomdende,
Conquer.
Yeah.
the conqueror. Okay. And as usual, this logic book by Dharmakirti, it doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, we don't know what he's talking about. 3 qualities, gave up the cause, Buddha. And our author does not help us. He doesn't give us any help. Now, when you hit a quotation from somebody like Dharmakirti, you have to do 2 things. Who can tell me what they are?
Find the quotation.
Yeah, that's the first. You got to go to his book and make sure it's correct. Okay. And that's an important thing. We always do that. Mixed nuts always do that. We always go and find the real quotation and make sure that our author got it right. Okay. Then what do?
Find a commentary on it.
But which one is the greatest?
Find something by Jitsun Kappa on it. Or
No, he didn't write a commentary on Pramana.
There's a pretty good modern commentary.
Yeah,
Shosei
it's,
Yeshe Wangchu.
it's actually awesome. It's the best ever done. And we're translating it. And it's by a teacher of one of our teachers. By, what is it? Yeshe Wangchu, okay? So personally, if I hit a quotation from Dharmakirti, first I go confirm it. Okay, here we are. We go to the Tinger, and there it is. Yupang Yenten Sum Deshe. It's correct, okay? Which is, Choni Lama is normally correct, okay? Then we go to Geshe Yeshe Wangchu, okay? And he's going to help us understand what the heck is this talking about. And just remember, Seiji, it's like a mantra for you this morning. Say Yupang Yenten Sum. We want to know what's the cause he abandoned or eliminated, and then what's the 3 good qualities. Okay, here we go. So let's read this, okay? Let's start here, Seiji. Gyupang.
Gyupang Yunten Sum Geshe Ni Yin Shepa Dunyang Ki Gyu Tak Chak Tang Chepa Pangpe Pangpa Chuchen Deshe Ni Yinte Yunten Sum Denki Pangpa Tartu Yinte Cheer.
Good. Let's read that much, okay? Now, something happens that's important, and that's that Geshe Yeshe Wangchu says, you know, you have to take the first little piece of the next line. It goes together, which Choni Lama didn't tell us, okay? So, Gyupang Yunten Sum Deshe Ni means there's only one person, me. There's only one person who gave up the cause and who has the three qualities, okay? And there's only one person like that. Why is that important? Because he's claiming only one person can jump the gongbo.
Destroy the demon.
Yeah, only one person really destroys the demon, and that's a total Buddha. Oh my gosh. Okay, one and only. Okay, now let's see what he destroyed. Seiji, Bakchak.
Bakchak Tangchepa
Wait,
Pangpe.
what is Bakchak?
Oh, seeds?
Yeah, which is the gyu of Dungyo,
The seed of suffering?
the seeds which are the cause of suffering. Yeah, he bangba them. Okay, sorry, he bangba the Dungyo, and he bangba the Bakchak. What's that mean?
Oh, the suffering and its causes?
Yeah, only the Buddha, right? Pangba. Now listen, here's the trick that you wouldn't know, and you would mistranslate this if you didn't ask Yeshiwanchu for help. What's the chichen here, you guys? Somebody tell me. We got an argument. What's the chichen? What's he talking about? What's the subject of this sentence? Let's take what?
Person who eliminated.
Good. Utpala got it. Let's take the elimination. Okay, the number 2.
Very cute.
Okay, let's take the it's not, okay, listen, it's not that the Buddha has 3 qualities. It's that the Pangba has 3 qualities. What's that mean, Seiji?
The illumination has?
The destruction has 3 qualities.
Right.
Okay, it's not that the Buddha has 3 qualities. Okay, so you could mistranslate this if you didn't have a commentary. Okay, it's not that the Buddha has 3 qualities and he gave up the cause of suffering. It's that giving up the cause of suffering should have 3 qualities. Got it, you guys? You okay, Seiji?
Right.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. God, I wish I could get you guys back on my screen. Let me see how I do that.
Under view in the upper right, maybe there's a
Yeah, I don't even see that.
side gallery. I think if you hover over the general area where you see anyone's face, they're in the upper right hand corner. Oh, because you're sharing your screen. I'm sorry, boss. That's hard.
Yeah.
Someone else smarter than me.
No, I minimized it and I can't unminimize it.
If you hit
Anyway,
command-
let's not worry about it. Okay, I can't see you,
All right.
but you can see me. All right. So we're talking about the destruction of the cause of suffering, and suffering has 3 qualities. Okay, got it? And it's not just the Pangba that anybody got. It's the Tartuk Pangba. What's Tartuk, Seiji? Anybody?
Final.
I know, at the end.
Yeah. Why is that word important in Guadalajara?
Because of the Tartuk Sangha.
It's the Sangha in Guadalajara put this on a T-shirt for the 4 steps, and they did a big deal about Tartuk. What's Tartuk? What's the translation of Tartuk that has to do with this cup?
Coffee meditation, yes.
Yeah, it's coffee meditation. Okay, Tartuk is the Tibetan word for coffee meditation. It's number 4 of the 4 steps. Okay, it means ultimate end. Okay, ultimate end. Okay, so now we're talking about the ultimate destruction, meaning the one you do to become a Buddha, has 3 qualities. Got it, you guys? Hey. By the way, speaking of Guadalajara Sangha, Alejandro and Imelda had a new baby 3 days ago. And it's a beautiful girl named Hannah. And you guys should all write them a congratulations. Let me see here. And they're
She
doing
looks a lot
really
like
well.
Alex.
She looks like Alex, I hate to say it.
Yes.
But she also looks very beautiful, so it's a contradiction or something. No, just kidding. She's a hunting girl. So you guys got to write them. Me and V help to support the birth. Okay, let me see here. So Seiji, I'm going to skip down to the 3 qualities, okay?
Mhm.
And we're still inside of Geshe Yoshi Wangchu. Okay, this is going to be your footnote. Here you go. Please read these
All
big
right.
ones.
Kipar Sungpo Kangshena Lekpar Pangpa Narmin Dokpar Pangpa Malu Pa Pangpa Chesu.
Yeah, good. And don't forget, we're talking about the big tough guy who can beat up, thinking the pen comes from its own flag. So if you want to be the ultimate big tough guy, you got to have these 3 qualities. Sorry, the beating up has to have these 3 qualities. Okay, sorry, the knockout has to have 3 qualities. Did you guys watch the Olympics? I mean, there's some pretty good knockouts. Okay. Number 1. What do you think Legpa Pamba means, Seiji? Take a guess. I mean, just guess. Like Lexo.
Good.
Yeah.
Well done.
It should be an excellent knockout. Okay. It should be an excellent knockout. And that guy shouldn't learn dope. That guy, once he's on the ground, he shouldn't
Return.
learn dope.
Get back up.
He shouldn't get back up. Lar means back, and dope means come back. Come back. So lar and dopa is a very important word in Buddhism, meaning when you reach a stage with your negative emotions, when you can't come back, you get rid of them and you can't come back. Okay. And what's malupa mean? Tamche, Seiji.
Without.
Forget the ma. Just tamche. What's tamche mean? What's kun mean? Kun. You guys have been out. It's been a long.
Completely.
All of them.
Malupa means every single one. Every single one. Nothing left over. Lupa means leftover. Okay. Lu by itself means body,
Okay.
but lupa as a verb means leftover. Kind of connected to body. Okay. So okay, we're looking for a knockout that has 3 qualities. Number 1, it's a good knockout. Number 2, the guy can't get back. We can't go back. And number 3, everything's knocked out. The whole guy's knocked out. Who is that? It's Maitri. Okay. Let's read this one, Seiji. You're gonna have a good footnote here. I'm sorry. And by the way, Ben, you can just, this is somewhere in your book.
All right. Lekpar Pangpa Yinte Jungyal Ki Temmin Pe Pangpa Tartuk Yin Peichi.
Yeah. So good knockout, excellent knockout means there's no more 10 for the Dungyal. Seiji, tell me what that means.
There is no causes for the suffering?
There's no support for the suffering. Yeah, there's nothing to suffer. There's nobody to suffer. There's no body and mind to suffer. That's cool, right? If you walk into a room with a Buddha and you look for some mind or body that could suffer, there's nothing in there. Okay? It's incapable of suffering. And that's the ultimate knockout, Tartu, okay? Yay.
Wait, isn't it the
And
same
by
as
the way, yeah, we're gonna get there. Okay. He's gonna explain the lekpa now, okay? Like, what do you mean good knockout? What do you mean a good knockout? Here, you need this debate, Seiji. You need this syllogism, right? When it starts with Chichen, it means he's giving a logical reason. He's giving a logical statement. So here we go. Please read.
Te Chuchen Tap Lekpa Nyong Nong Tu Songwa Yinte dakme ngong sum tu tong pam teni chorsing compile topa impage.
Yeah, good. Okay. And we're reading this commentary because we want to understand what this lekpa means. What do you mean a good knockout? What makes it a good knockout? And he says, well, Churchan, take that. It's top leg. It's top K. Okay.
Skillful.
That's top.
Good
The
method.
method was awesome. Why is it an excellent knockout? Because it came from a good method. It came from an excellent method. What's the Lunda song means? A good method came before the knockout. You know, some good punches came before the knockout. Well, what was those good punches? Dark Meng the tone.
Wow.
Don't bani.
Direct perception of selflessness.
Yeah, he's talking this directly. You want a good knockout? Lekpa. Okay. What makes it a good knockout? Well, it's a good knockout if you saw emptiness and knocked the guy out. All right, got it? That's what makes it excellent. Deni Josh and Gombale Topa Yimbicha. And then you combat that perception of emptiness. What's that mean? What's that a reference to?
It's the fourth
Fourth.
path.
Yeah, fourth path of seeing. You got path of habituation. You got used to it. And that's what makes it an excellent knockout. Why? There's two things that make it excellent. What are they, Seiji?
There's nothing left to suffer, and you use a perfect method.
Yeah, you see emptiness directly and you get used to that. Okay? You see emptiness directly and you get used to that. All right? Cool. And that gives you a body and mind that can no longer suffer. Whew. We've covered the first of the yin dance. Here comes the second one. Now, I'm going to point something out. Let's see if anybody can guess. Why do I have this note here? Why do I have this note to myself?
Because earlier it said Mindo.
Yeah, it said he doesn't get back up. And now it says
It says
Does.
Do. Yeah.
he does get back up. Okay, now, so Seiji, what's going on is to write his commentary on why the guy doesn't get back up, Yeshi Wangchuk says, well, let's look at what it looks like when he does get back up. Got it? Okay. So to understand what it means to knock out the demon of thinking the pen comes from its own side, to understand what it means to knock him out so hard he doesn't get back up, well, let's look at what it means when he does get back up. Okay, got it? And then we'll just make the opposite, okay? Now, this first sentence is awesome. Okay, please read, Seiji. Heavy prenasal with the LD.
Rangdokpe pangpani kyunshuk sipa lemtum pawani.
Okay, $1,000. $1,000. Lendumbawa, $1,000. Anybody?
7 lives.
7 lives left. Yeah.
Who said it first?
Me.
Who's me? There's a lot of me's out there.
Word.
Was it really Word? I thought I heard Kramer and Nick in there. Hey, Word, do you mind if I split it 3 ways?
No, I don't mind.
I think Gibson was
Okay,
first,
so-
actually.
Gibson's also in the
Okay,
chat.
Gibson, 4 ways. Okay, so 4 ways, $250 each, okay? It's a $1,000 question, and it's worth it. It's worth $10,000, but I'm feeling cheap. Okay, so $250 each, Ellie. Let me know if you need any help. No.
Could you just repeat who it was?
Yeah, it was Gibson, Word, Ben, and Nick, okay? And $250 each, because this is an extremely, maybe one of the most important phrases in all of Buddhism. What's it mean, you guys?
After seeing emptiness directly, someone has 7 lifetimes or less before they become enlightened.
Yeah,
Stream inter.
yeah,
Right,
good. Maximum 7 lifetimes. And when you see him, anyone who sees emptiness directly has less than 7 lifetimes to go. It's amazing. It's incredible. And you see it. And you see the number 7. Okay? And isn't that something, you know? Okay, 500 years, what's that? That's just a few Netflix shows. You know? Okay. So then you're the next Buddha on this planet. That's kind of, isn't that fun? Okay. Now, in this case, he's a loser. Why, Seiji?
Oh, because it came back during those.
Yeah, he came back. He got to come back 7 times. The guy got back up. The other boxer got back up. That's a Landopa, okay? So in this case, we are criticizing him. You know, hey, when we talk about the Buddha and we say the Buddha has 3 qualities, well, the second quality is his negativities don't get back up. The demon of thinking the pen comes from its own side don't get back up. But for a Ginshuk, it does. Are you telling me that a person who saw emptiness directly still sees things, the pen is coming from its own side? Yes or no, Seiji?
Yes.
They do. They do, but they know they're crazy, okay? And that's called Maya. That's called illusion in Buddhism. And that's the only meaning of illusion in Buddhism, okay? Yay. So we don't have to read this whole commentary because we're trying to finish a book. And it's you know, the main point is covered. We finished the main point. So the first point is this knockout should be good. What makes a knockout good? You see emptiness and you get used to it. Well, and the guy shouldn't get back up. Number 2. Well, does he ever get back up? Yeah, the 7 timer. Yeah, he gets back up. Okay. All right. And by the way, I put in big letters here. Buddha doesn't get back up. The Buddha's demon of seeing the pen from its own side never comes back. Okay. All right. Here's the third one, Seiji. Let's just read this tiny little piece.
Konki pangpa teni malupa pangpa inte.
Keep going.
Kangshi chirna nyomong chen teng nyomong chen maimpe chipa ta tak pang page.
Okay, cool. Now the third quality of the Buddha, of his knockout, is that it should be everything got knocked out. Okay, not just the guy's legs, not just the guy's arms. The whole guy's knocked out. He's not moving at all. Okay. Well, what do you mean he's 100% knocked out? Well, it means we got rid of all his negativity, all his obstacles, the ones relating to the negative emotions, and the ones that don't relate to the negative emotions. $20. What do we call those 2?
Nyundrip and Shedrip.
Yay! $50 for that answer.
Cool.
Because it was so fast. Okay. Can you explain, Dr. Kramer?
Yeah, Nyundrip refers to the what we sometimes call mental affliction obstacles, but really refers to obstacles to removing your negative emotions. And then Shedrip refers
Can
to
briefly be described as obstacles to
nirvana, to
nirvana. Good.
reaching the elimination of negativity, emotional negativity, perhaps. And then Shedrip, we call obstacles to omniscience, which seems to refer, although there's argument about it in different schools, but seems to refer to a subtle stain of negativity upon the mind that still exists during those 7 lifetimes that hasn't been removed yet because you're still getting used to what you saw.
Hey, I'll give you 50 more bucks if you can tell me the Tibetan for this subtle thing.
Oh yeah, Nying and Len.
Damn. Jigme, $100 total for the young man. Okay.
Sweet. But
It goes to Ezra's college fund, right?
great.
Okay. All right. So Seiji, there we got the 3 qualities, and you're gonna summarize them for us right now. Hiya!
Okay. So the first
knockout
one,
has three qualities.
uh-huh. The first one
Go
is
ahead.
there was an excellent method, which means as you saw emptiness directly and you got used to it. The
Nice. Perfect.
second one is that the negative emotions don't come back except for those 7 lifetimes.
Yeah. If you're a 7 lifetimer, you're not a Buddha, and they come back. But if they don't
Right.
come back, then you're a Buddha. Okay. All right.
Right.
And the third one,
And you got rid of all negativities that
yeah,
relate to negative emotions. Yeah.
and you can say it this way, not just the negative emotions, which is what an arhat gets rid of,
Mm.
but also the deeper subtleties that Ben talked about that
Mhm.
keep you from becoming omniscient. So you got,
Mhm.
so there you go. Okay. Now let's go back to your text. All right. We spent the whole hour on a footnote, which I like it. All right. He says, Dharmakirti says, this is what it looks like when you jomba the gongbo of Dakta. What's that mean, Seiji?
When you destroy?
Mhm.
Wait.
Yeah. When you destroy, no, sorry, the chepapo, papo.
Destroy?
chepapo.
Oh,
That means yeah, ER in English, papo.
Mhm.
The destroyer of the gongbo, okay? The guy who knocks out the demon of seeing the pen the wrong way, he's got to have 3 qualities, okay?
Mm.
Got it? Cool.
Mhm.
And he should have given up the cause of that. Okay. Did we cover the cause of that? I guess we did. Did we cover the cause? I don't remember.
On the third one, right?
Oh, I'm sorry. The cause is suffering and it's bakchak, right? That was the cause.
Mm.
Okay. All right, cool. Yay, we got through the first line. Let's zoom on. We have a few minutes. By the way, it's confusing because Yeshe Wangchuk refers to the 3 qualities not with the word yunten. He chooses a different word, which is kepa, which
Oh.
means feature.
Yeah.
So I wasn't sure if the
Feature.
kepa was the yuntens. And I confirmed it with an ancient commentary, which we have this next part. Okay. They listed the same 3 for the yunten. Okay. All right, here we go, Seiji. Let's try to get through this paragraph. Kayla, and Gibson is checking your pronunciation.
Telayang kuntsop tang tuntam mi yepe dewar shekpa shepe changton shinla kip nampar shewe shinje she sharwe shinje she tampa yinla teyang changton ki tangtu chepa te ko wangtu chepa te kone dangjing jompar minu nayang.
Good. Nice. Now, he's going to talk about how, he says, what's this deshek look like? Okay. What's this Sugata look like? Okay. What does the Sugata, who has the 3 qualities and got rid of the cause of suffering with his bakchaks, what's he look like? Well, there's 2 versions of him. There's the Kunzop Demba version and there's the Dendam Demba version. What's that mean?
There's the deceptive part in the ultimate
reality. Good. There's a deceptive reality version of this guy, and there's an ultimate reality version of this guy. Okay. And he's gonna, for deceptive, he's gonna also use the word chang dun as opposed to nge dun. Who can tell me?
Figurative as opposed to literal.
Yeah, okay, figurative as opposed to literal. So look, not the real knocker outer boxer, but kind of the figurative one is the appearing in the form of Shinji Shi.
Cool.
The butcher.
Who's Shinji Shi?
The butcher of the Lord of Death.
Yeah, the butcher of the Lord of Death. Okay. And what's he saying here? Look, that's just the picture of him. It's not the real one. That's just the picture. That's just the physical representation. The real knocker outer is something else. Okay. That don't get hung up on these tankas. That's not what got rid of the mental afflictions. Okay. It was something else. And by the way, Shinlok here is a difficult word. I'm guessing even Word doesn't know what it means.
It only appears that way as it appears.
It's tough. Shin here means face, and Lok means arms.
Mm.
Cool.
So the one that appears with a head and arms and all that stuff, that's just the figurative knocker outer. It's not that a physical person comes and knocks out these negativities. You need, here we go. That's not enough to knock out your tendency to think the pen comes from its own side. Okay, it's not enough. Okay, just a picture of some tough guy is not enough to knock out another tough guy. You gotta have. Let's try to get through this one, Seiji. We got 5 minutes, right, Nick?
We have 5 minutes. That's right.
Yeah. Let's cruise.
Okay. Chucky Ku Ngawa Tengeng Tun Ki Shinje She Te Tongni Sumepe Yeshe Tukula Ngangwe Dang Ki Tak Dangzin Chungne Chuning Yimpe Tu Topnu Pa Pu Jinpe Jinpe Tu Topnu Pa Pu Tu Pin Chinpa Tang Teng Pa Tu Top Chin Sheja.
Yeah, Dad. I think you inherited some intelligence from my tree. Okay. What's it mean, Ngawa, you guys? Ngawa. Demba. Ndemba. Ndemba.
Possess? No.
Yeah. You want to know the real knocker outer? It's not the picture of the mean guy. We're not talking about that. Don't get hung up on tankas and pictures, okay? The real knocker outer is the chuku.
Dharmakaya.
The truth.
Nick, somebody, $100. Give me the two parts of the Dharmakaya in a simple way.
Oh, the emptiness, the mind that
You got it.
realizes the emptiness of all things and also the emptiness of that.
Good. $100 for Nick, Ellie. Okay. Got it?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. It's not looking mean that's going to destroy your habit of seeing the penance coming from the outside. It's understanding emptiness. And that's the Dharmakaya of the Buddha itself. Okay. The emptiness of the Buddha and the understanding of his own emptiness is who knocks out your bad. Okay, that's the knocker outer. That's the destroyer of the Gombu, the demon. Okay, that's the real Shinjeshe. It's Dewa and Tomba, Mr. Kramer. Nisumepa.
Bliss and emptiness, indivisible.
Nice. It's the wisdom of indivisible bliss and emptiness. The ultimate Dharmakaya, the ultimate body of a Buddha. That's what's knocking out. That's the Nedan. That's the real knocker outer. Okay. Yay. And he's got it. 2Q means in his heart. honorific, right? Now,
Mm.
because he has it, wonky, because he has it, he can jimba means tear out the roots of a weed from its very bottom. Me and Veronica were weeding a cornfield the other day. You got to jimba the roots, right? Jimba means pull out from the root. Trungne means from the very roots, okay? What do you got to pull out? Your tendency to think the parent comes from its own side, and the people who give you trouble come from their own side, okay? Because he can pull that out, he's got Tutob Nupa Puntu Jimba. Puntu Jimba is the same as Punto. What's that?
Perfect power over it.
Yeah, he's got the perfect power to pull out those roots, okay? Therefore, he's called powerful boxer in root text right here. Okay. All right. We came at the end of the last class last term. Okay. The Buddha who's got the Dharmakaya and who's got a lot of power. There's Seiji's translation. Okay. Mystic might shatters this hateful demon. So now Seiji's translation is like perfect, okay, to knock out. Okay, we got the commentary finally months later. Okay, after he finished it. All right, I think Nick, we're gonna take a 5-minute break, right?
We have a 10-minute break this time.
Oh, okay, yay! You're so generous.
And then that's his class is up. Yay.
Thanks a lot, Geshe-la.
You did a great job. By the way, your translation was really beautiful, and it fit the explanation perfectly, right?
Well, you know that's from the original, your translation. So
Oh,
yes.
sorry. Anyway, okay.
That's why it's so good.
You're also very honest. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in a couple minutes.
Thank you.
Thanks, Geshe-la.
We're back at 8:05 Arizona time.
Mm.
Go get some coffee. All right, I will.
Yeah.